Hello guys, this is Vysh. So the Hindu editorial for July 8th. Okay, I have certain throat issues and all. That is why we are going behind a schedule. Today is July 20 and we are doing July 8th episode. But by month end I will try to catch up. If not, else also we will be continuously doing this. So please tell in comment section whether this has to be continued because I'm putting a lot of strain. And if it's not useful to you, then we can stop this. So in comment section, please tell yes, I am watching or I am present or whatever you want. Okay, or I'll ask question, reply to that. So that I understand whether I have to put this effort or not. So today we have 3-4 important articles and we'll see everything. But before that, the test series. Last year, what happened, I know many people inquired about the test series and they did not enroll. And those who enrolled also, many people did not take it seriously. Finally, when exam got over, many questions were answerable from our test series. So this happens every year. So you fall for different ads and coaching classes and notes and Telegram, WhatsApp, it happens. But when you see something is working, take it seriously and do it for full year. 2026 2-year timetable is there. 2025 1-year timetable is there. After this again batches will come because many people ask that when is the next batch. But you should understand that those who start studying from now will be definitely ahead of you people who join later and study for lesser number of days. Like this is 650 days, the next one will be maybe 500 days timetable for 2026 and maybe around a 250 day timetable for 2025. So you will get only 250 days. In 250 days, how will you study your prelims, mains, optional, everything? Now if you do, you have a time. So take it seriously and join. Okay, come and WhatsApp me and join this and study daily. It's a self-study program. I am just guiding you how to study daily. We are just making the timetable and we'll give you scheduled tests. So please join this. Okay, so now today's newspaper, if you take, today's means July 8th newspaper, you have this India-Russia meeting, okay, which is very important. So that we'll discuss. Then here, Iran elections, not important for you. This Anusandhan National Research Foundation bill, we'll discuss. Special package for states, especially Andhra, that we'll discuss. Here, Kerala politics is not required. Here, women in Lok Sabha, these charts I will show you. And here we have already discussed in July 1 and July 5 episodes, that's the right against adverse effect of climate change. That again in a different version it has come. So it's no point discussing again. Okay, that is why I'm telling read Hindu every day and watch my editorial every day. You will exactly know which one to read, which one to skip. Okay, you will not get too many extra points in this article. That is why we have to skip this. You have to better watch my July 1 and 5 episodes. And we make MCQs out of this also. That is why students who don't want to enroll full time with us have current affair packages also. Please enroll to that. Okay, this pack 0 is the bestseller because this is the newest, latest 12 months. Okay, 2024 to 25 May. And same like that, if you want this year and the previous year, in the previous 12 months, that also combo pack is there. If you see combo, 2-year combo, 2023 June to 2025 May. This is again the bestseller this year. And every day people are enrolling from almost every state. Okay, and whoever enrolls, okay, to our pack 4, pack 5 mains, prelims plus mains test series will get a lot of gift from us. That also shipping is going on. And this editorial, okay, I'll come back to editorial now. I have made mains questions also based on today's articles. What is Finance Commission? What is special status for a state? Can outcome of a general election determine the fiscal distribution of national resources to a state in India? Okay, just now general election got over. So because of that, will the funding to different state change? That is first question, GS2. Then what are the shortcomings in the recently passed Anusandhan National Research Foundation Bill 2023? Critically evaluate. So you have to tell what is the criticism, what is that it is going wrong in this bill. Okay. Then explain significance of PM Modi choosing Russia as the first country to visit, first bilateral visit after he coming into power in this third tenure. Okay, because usually the Prime Minister visits some neighboring country. It can be Nepal, Bhutan, Mali, anything, okay, Maldives. But this time he chose Russia. So what is the significance of this? Again, GS2. So all these you will get critical points today. But again, I expect by this time you have paused the video and given a like and comment. Okay, like I am present, I am watching, I need this continuously. Only then I can put my effort. Okay, because else this effort I can put in making the test series for you or making some other videos for you. I can do that. Why should I read the newspaper and do all this effort? So please try to tell in comment section whether this is needed or not. So there were some charts in the editorial, that is in the 18th Lok Sabha, how many women is there. So from the first itself, see first Lok Sabha, that is Nehru's time, till the 18th Lok Sabha, it is like kind of constantly increasing, or maybe slightly, if you see, almost the same. 78 became 74, 14% become 13%, but overall it's a increasing trend. And then party wise, if you see, BJP party has the highest one. So that also, if you see 2024 and 2019, they are telling 55 became 69. Here 52 became 51 in Congress. Trinamool reduced. These are all reduced. SP it increased. So there is general trend. Okay, this is just for a general information. So that in different format they have given, party wise, this Jilla wise, or any constituency wise, year wise. They have given just categories, and you have to know that the women MPs are in which kind of trend, whether it's increasing or whether it is decreasing. And please watch all these discussion which we did of 2024 questions, because again questions will repeat, again pattern will repeat. So these are the goodies which I told. At least 45 bags have been shipped today, and almost every state, okay, every state, Goa, Gujarat, Jammu and Kashmir, Meghalaya, everywhere we have sent bags, and you will see if they send us the unboxing videos, you will see soon. And hoodies also are on the way. Okay, hoodies this time you would have seen different colors are also there. All these are given free to those who believe in Vysh IAS and are studying from Vysh IAS. Okay, so WhatsApp in this number to get started. If you don't want to join any paid course, you can get the free foundation also, in which you will learn everything about UPSC, including previous year questions and all. So contact me. Now, India, Russia. Okay, so Modi's visit, as I told, reaffirms an old tradition of holding annual summit between India and Russian leaders. And this bilateral visit breaks the tradition that Indian ministers usually travel to the neighboring countries. Okay, so old tradition of meeting Russia we have, and another old tradition which we have broken is also there, that we usually meet the neighbors. So this is the India-Russia annual summit. So the previous one, 21st summit happened in Delhi in 2021, and now the 22nd summit happened in 2024 in Russia, where Modi has gone. And they both previously had met where? They had met in the SCO summit which happened in Uzbekistan. You should know which are the SCO countries, Shanghai Cooperation Organization. And Russia, you know, is growing their dependence on China. So India cannot stay silent or stay away. So that is why India has to go meet, especially the Prime Minister has to go and meet. And we also have many talks in energy, trade, Gaganyaan, then defense supplies, okay, war with Ukraine. This is also one important thing, because many, even USA and the United Nations have told, if somebody can stop the war, it is India. Okay, because India is in good terms with both Ukraine and Russia. So that talks is also going on. That is why it is very, very important. Okay, you should not be surprised even if the war stops in the coming maybe 6 months or 1 year. And also Modi will get even more some recognition in the United Nations, or India will get a permanent seat in the UN, or maybe a Nobel Prize, Peace Prize, because that's what Obama got it. Obama once got Nobel Peace Prize for stopping war. So maybe Modi will get that also. So these kind of things you should not be surprised. As a UPSC aspirant, you should know these are the things happening in the world. Okay. So India-Russia meeting happened, and the author is suggesting that we should talk about our Russian assault rifle, the BrahMos missile. These are the combination things which we are doing through Make in India. So that and all we should discuss on the payment terms, like whether we will still use dollar or whether we will use rupee more often. So all that things you should discuss. And that day which Modi chose to meet Russia, that is also important, because parallelly USA was having meeting with the NATO countries, okay, where Ukraine and all is there, their 75th anniversary. So that is why exact day here Russia and India meeting is like a message that India stands with Russia. Okay, so Zelensky, the Ukraine president, obviously will not be happy with that, and he has told the statement also. But still, India is in favor of both, and India will talk to both, because India also had a meeting during the G7 summit. Indian Prime Minister had met Zelensky. So that is why we have delegations sent to both sides, and we will see to it that peace and friendship treaty and all, which we have signed in the past also, will not get hampered, and future also will continue to engage with both the countries. And this, as I told, dialogue and diplomacy can help hasten an end to the conflict. Okay, so this much only very basic information, but the day he chose was very important. Now, Anusandhan National Research Foundation Bill. Okay, so already in India we have a research project and all, which the research and investigation and all these things, foundation, National Research Foundation project is there. Now we are passing a bill, but it is being criticized. Okay, so basically it is to enhance our research, but it's being criticized. Why it's criticized? Because it made a commission or a governing board recently, 15-member governing board and a 16-member executive council, but it did not have a single member from the central or state university or college. Okay, so that is why it is being criticized. It has a lot of members from the government side, like Department of Biotechnology, Secretary of Department of Science and Technology, then Instrumentation, like there are many Atomic Energy, this Tata Institute of Fundamental Research. From many places they have taken people, but there is no people from the college or university. I think there is no much woman representation, and like that many problems are there. So without such things, if you make a board, it will not work. Okay, if you remember in history when you study Simon Commission, why did we tell go back Simon? Because to discuss something for India's development, you have made a commission where there are not a single Indian. Okay, only white people were there. That is why it was like go back Simon. Same like that here, the representation should be in such a way that there should be people who understand the bottlenecks in the current system, the current university system. Only then you can enhance the research. So they should not be just in advisory role, they should be in the main committee. You should not make any side committee or multiple committees, because that won't work. And so this decision making process should be informed, competent and timely with the correct members. Okay. So here they are telling, even industry related, if you see, only an Indian American, one businessman is there and one woman representative is there who is the secretary of DSIR. Other than that, there is no woman, there is no Indian industry or entrepreneur person here. That is why then how will you take decisions on R&D or funding? And our budget, at least 4% of the GDP we should put into research and development. Okay, other developed countries are putting even more, double digits they are putting. So at least 4% we should try to increase, that is one thing. And we should have a collaboration between all the organizations and industry to make this happen. So these are important points. You should make a note that what we need to improve our research and foundation. Our every body should be adequately staffed, robust grant management system, internal standard peer review system, incentive for reviewers, timely disbursal of research grants and student fellowship with a quick turnaround time, meaning quickly you should give them the grant, fund disbursal, system free from bureaucratic hurdles, flexibility of spending money without following the government's stringent general financial rule, meaning you should not each time go and ask permission from the government. You should be able to use your fund yourself. Permit purchases without going through the government e-marketplace. Okay, you know, like government's Amazon kind of thing they had made, government e-marketplace. So everything, they should have a freedom. This research body should have a freedom. So these points are very general points which you can use in any answer of any body. Okay, where you have to separate government from the business, you can always use these points. So they must function unlike any other current government science department. You should be separate from the government science department, and you should involve people from the university system. You should involve young women entrepreneurs. Then the future officers of this must be background in both industry and academics. Okay, somebody who can raise money also. Okay, because funding is one important thing for project and research. So like this, everything we should involve the people also, and all these, basically these points only. This is the summary of the entire point that you can expand or elaborate in the exam hall based on how many marks question comes. Okay, so that is the second article. Third one, coalition government. This, you know, NNN, Naidu, Narendra and Nitish. Like that they made NNN coalition government this time because BJP alone could not get the halfway mark. You know, in our parliament there are 543 seats. You should have at least 270 something or 280 seats, which first term and second term Modi government, the BJP alone could get it, but this time they have got only 240. So 35 seats short is there. Okay, even though they are the biggest party, that's not enough to form a government. So they were forced to collaborate with these two, which in the there's two types of coalition. One is pre-poll coalition, one is post-poll coalition. So pre-poll itself, they were in a they were campaigning together. They were already told they are together only. Okay, so it is a pre-poll campaign. Sometimes you see that post-poll, after the election gets over, people start buying each other or people start talking with each other, and like that they give offers like, I'll make you this minister, I'll make you that minister. That also happens. But here it was a pre-poll alliance. Okay, so they have formed the government. But now with that, obviously the center will not have that much control which they had in 2014 and 19. Okay, because that time it was a de facto single party government. Okay, which also Modi only started it. Before that, if you see Congress or Vajpayee's government or any government, if you see, everything was coalition government. Nobody could single largest make. Only starting Nehru time when there was no opposition, or Rajiv Gandhi's time when Indira Gandhi died immediately. That time he got 400 plus seats. Other than that, no government were able to make a single party government. Okay, Modi only started 2014 and 19 back to back. Single-handedly one party got these many seats. So now that is broken again. It is gone to the normal which we had with the Vajpayee government or the Congress government, but still it is more. Still it is 240 seats is very high, because other times they had 180, 120, that level only. So now maybe it will go down again. Maybe next year 2029 election, maybe BJP seat will again go down. Then they will again depend on the coalition. So that time what will happen? The states will start making demand. State will tell, we need special economic packages because we stood with you. Or maybe I need defense ministry, I need home ministry, I need finance ministry. They can demand anything, because without them you cannot form the government. So is this healthy for a federal structure, that some special states, just because they have votes, they will start demanding something, so more funds will go to them? That is what the author is questioning. This is the main question also I asked in the starting. Can a general election decide the fund flow from the center to the state? Because basically you should know one thing. We have a finance commission, which we'll discuss in some time. The finance commission is a constitution body, article 280. That is set, and they will decide how much fund the center should give to the state. There are two types. One is vertical devolution, meaning vertical, center gives to the states. That is around 40 to 42% range. Whatever center earns through taxes and everything, they should go to state. Then there is horizontal devolution, meaning to which state how much it will go. Horizontally, how will you split? This all Finance Commission decides. And Finance Commission talks to every state before deciding. And they have certain parameters, certain factors which they decide, like how much poor is the state, how much taxes they are paying, how much forest they have, how much the size of the state, population of the state. So that if you see, a prelims question came in 2023. Again, direct Vysh IAS. If you see in my economic test number 4, it is there that income distance, forest and ecology, area, and 2 new parameters were added that year in 15th Finance Commission. That is the demographic performance and the tax effort. That is the reason they asked that question. See, demographic performance and tax effort, 1, 5, and then also forest and ecology. So 1, 2, 5 is the answer. So only 3 of them is correct. This is there in our test series. So this way, if you study my test series, if you watch my editorials daily, you will pass prelims and mains both. But problem is, you watch it one day, then after 6 days you will again watch it, then you will skip something, then you will fall for PT 365, yellow notes, topper notes, WhatsApp, all the crap which is there in online. You fall for it and then you go away from Vysh IAS. So such people will not pass also. Okay. So if you stick to something, you will pass. So this article, coming back to this article, you should know that the special package is different thing. But in our constitution, there is something called special category states or special state and all, which is inbuilt, which is written in the constitution. Article 371A to Article 371H. Okay, Article 370 is separate. 370 is the Kashmir's thing. That was a little different. That is gone now. So if you see, this is my revision chart, which my people who enroll to any pack, prelims plus mains pack, all of you will get this. This will have hundreds of charts, 200, 300 charts are there, in which majority are history and then some polity, economy and all, where you will get such summary where you can easily revise even on the exam day. Or after your exam also, for your next attempt also you can use. So we see with shortcuts, NAMASMAG. NAMASMAG is this NAMASMAG. Okay, NAMASMAG. That is the center in this chart. If you see the center portion, the top, if you see, one is Jammu and Kashmir 370 and 371 is the western state, Maharashtra and Gujarat. At the bottom again it is one western state, 371J, Karnataka. The remaining 371A to 371I, how will you remember? NAMASMAG, in which almost every northeast state is there, but Tripura and Meghalaya is not part of it. So this one in this order, article number you can buy, because now you see this year they asked even article number. They asked you like this particular article or part 5 of the constitution, part 20 of the constitution. What they are asking that level. So you have to buy out the numbers. So if you see definition, special status means it empowers legislative and political rights. Like Kashmir had. It had political, it had a separate constitution, it had a separate flag, separate IPC, RPC, it was RB Penal Code or something, RPC. So then special category status is there, which is economic and financially, which is what you see here. So now, other than this, as per the election, there is something called special packages which you can give. Meaning Nitish Kumar will demand, or Chandrababu Naidu will demand, like, I need Amaravati capital to be developed faster. Please put it under your central some package and develop it faster. So they can demand it because the center is dependent on them. Okay, because you see, double engine sarkar is what we call in India when the center and state are like suppose both BJP. But here it is not double engine now anymore. So it is a single engine or smaller engine because the state is separate party, center is separate party. So you have to listen to them. So now, traditionally, we have this Article 380, Finance Commission, President sets the Finance Commission every 5 years. Now the 16th Finance Commission is set up and they will decide like how much money has to go. I told you, vertical, horizontal revolution. And then Article 375 is there, which allows how many grant you can give. Article 282 is there, where again extra additional grants you can give. All these are there. But now states start separate demanding, is it healthy for our federal setup, is what the author is asking. Okay, because this political relation and fiscal relation, fiscal means the financial relation, that is going to get complicated here this time. So we generally say constitution is a quasi-federal framework. Quasi-federal means it is federal, meaning center state has powers, but center has little more power than the state. So quasi-federal. But Alexandros person, he told that it is not like that. It's not like center state has equal power and center has slight power. They're telling center has majority of the power. Almost every power is with the center. Especially when emergency comes. Emergency comes, it's like fully this thing. Okay. And otherwise, it is little bit power to the state and more power to the center. So this different definitions of who told what is also there in your polity chapter number 1. Go and read that. So Supreme Court also has told that we assume either unitary character, that is all power with the center, or federal character, that is little bit to the state, based on whether we have an emergency or not. This was told in a particular state and Rajasthan one case. Okay, state of Rajasthan versus central union case. So like this, these are all in your exam. If you use these kind of extra things like he said that or constitution said this, Supreme Court said this, you get extra marks. because all the other people simply by heart whatever is there, this article number, that is not enough. You have to tell these citations also by different people, you will get extra marks, and that is how you become topper. Okay, else everybody will clear mains, but if you want to become topper, you have to use these kind of points, and this you get from the Hindu, which I am doing it for free for you. So now, fiscal distribution, I told you, it is very important, else federalism will not be strong. And this divisible pool, which we tell how much taxes of the center will go to states, everything, Finance Commission decide, and it's all formula based. Now the latest 2016 Finance Commission, we have to wait and see whether they introduce new parameter or whether they change something. And the focus is always on grant, whether you will specialize something like Andhra Pradesh gets something special or Bihar gets something special because of the coalition, that we have to wait and see. Okay, and always how much ever Finance Commission tell, more than that, factor of 4 times more than that, actually the funds are being given. Okay, it's not like strictly Finance Commission thing is being followed by the center. So this, will it again increase? Will it again weaken our fiscal federalism and resulting in diverting our national resource away from the states which actually have the proper needs, and you are just giving it because you are in coalition? This and all, the paradox of federal tendencies wilting instead of blooming when a single party dominance fades, meaning single party dominance faded now. So whether this funding will be like, instead of blooming, it is going in a negative way, that we have to wait and see. This also can be a mains question. They'll give exact the statement and tell justify. Okay, this is the overall article, and I hope you have studied one extra MCQs also today. Like this, please learn hundreds of thousands of MCQs. Okay, it's like 11110. Okay, 111 tests are there. So each test has 100 MCQs. So 11100. This many MCQs I will be giving you solved in my solved test series PDF with the prelims plus mains timetable. Come and enroll based on which year you are giving, 2026 or 2025, and get these goodies also free of cost along with that. This is all for serious aspirants. Others can stay away from this channel. Okay, and tell in comment section whether I should put this effort of doing these videos for you. Okay, and watch our free lectures also. Everything come to WhatsApp where I will guide you from the scratch. So thank you and have a nice day.